Today, we want to learn at table the 2021 budget, where the Minister of Finance, Jacob Jusu Safa, we don't care go na Parliament. Make we can see within na the government in priority areas them, and within the government plan for do inside 2021, and how then things say then go able for raise the money for the budget for 2021. Make we look within the COVID-19 status update, look like for today. But before we do today, I just want to make we peep on yesterday. Because yesterday, the total number of 356 tests now in the labs then be analyzed, and 0 positive case now be come out today. Nobody not test positive. Today again, the labs then analyze 72 tests, and the 72 tests, nobody not test positive. So the numbers then, just like how will be left here on Saturday, on the confirmed positive numbers then, that's why it still stand. Because yesterday and today, 0 new cases. However, the death back stand 74, 0, nobody. The recoveries now go up. Well, yesterday we been get 4, today we get 2. The total recoveries now don't reach 1,822. The one that were in quarantine, 102. The one that were on discharge, 12,051. Then we're looking at the Mano River Union countries then. For today, Guinea 26, Liberia 9, Sierra Leone 0, and Ivory Coast 31. We give you a total number of 66. Cumulative death, Sierra Leone 74, Guinea 75, Guinea don't get 1 new case, Liberia 82, and Ivory Coast 126, 128. Ivory Coast get 2 death. So for today, now 3 death now the Mano River Union countries them, with a total number of 359. We don't dip on 356 for the longest, but it don't go up by 3 people. 1 person from Guinea lost in life to COVID-19, and 2 people from Ivory Coast lost in life from COVID-19. That's now within the Mano River Union countries them update look like. Make we go inside we program proper for today. Today, as I don't tell we earlier na the intro, for say we want to look inside the budget, the 2021 budget. Now we want to look inside, and we need for look inside them. Because, hey, the cannabis money, trillion and billion them, where they surface, I beg, take paper and pen. If you not take paper and pen, trust me, you left behind. You not go say just now, triple not be done talk am. Take paper and pen. Now begin. Will they begin first, the way how 98.1 be put together, waiting be happen na Parliament. And this na how them be give am.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I rise to move that the bill entitled the Appropriation Act 2021 be an act to authorize expenditure from the Consolidated Revenue Fund.
Voice of the Minister of Finance, Jacob Jusu Safa, been the lady 2021 Appropriation Act na Parliament. We gets for do with the country in budgets, outside this na budgets, we then gets for give to different ministry, departments and agency them, for make them go able do them work proper one inside the year 2021. Where in the ladies' budgets, the ministry minister say the budget for the year 2021 na about 9.2 trillion leones.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the projected total resource envelope for 2021 financial year is 9.2 trillion, of which domestic revenue will contribute 6.42 trillion, budget support 122 billion, and domestic finance 1.69 trillion. Project loans and grants are projected at 1.85. These are resources disbursed by development partners, through commercial banks, and in some cases the Bank of Sierra Leone for financing projects in various sectors. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with the improved revenue measures highlighted earlier in this statement, our domestic revenue is projected to increase to 6.42 trillion and represents 13.5% of GDP. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, despite these achievements, the COVID-19 pandemic has reversed most of our hard-won gains in recent years. We are now grappling with the weakening economy, which has translated into low revenues in the midst of higher needs for critical expenditure, low exports, high risk of debt distress, and increasingly youth unemployment. We must also continue to address the challenges of the infrastructure deficit, rising food insecurity, and low human capital development as we continue to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic.
As the education sector, now one pan government in priority area them. Government be allocate over 1 trillion loans to the education sector. For CISE, they're able to push the education sector go before now the country.
Government is allocating 1.54 trillion to the education sector, representing 22% of the total budget. This will support the continued delivery of the free education program, salaries of teachers and other support to basic secondary education, salaries of staff and other support to higher tertiary education. The sum of 152 billion is provided for technical and higher education, including 100 billion for grants in tertiary institutions, 11 billion as grant in aid, and 4.8 billion for the student loan scheme, and 5.4 billion for technical and vocational education. The sum of 30 billion is allocated for basic and secondary school education, including 11 billion for grant in aid for government boarding schools and 4.7 billion for the coordination of free quality education. In addition, the sum of 11.6 billion is allocated for devolved functions in the education sector. The sum of 345.2 billion is allocated in the domestic capital budget to the education sector, of which 257.7 billion will support the free quality school education, covering procurement of teaching and learning materials, school fees, subsidy, school feeding programs, examination fees for MPSC Beke, WAS. Additional 10 million is provided for welfare and hygiene package for girls. In addition, 10.1 billion is allocated for the rehabilitation of schools and boarding homes, as well as the establishment of laboratories in senior secondary schools in major towns. The World Bank has committed 150 billion for the free quality school education project and Badia and Ophir.
For CISE, the security sector able for do them work and address the plenty challenge them where they don't get over the past year them. Make this budget, according to the minister, say inside 2021, then go increase the security sector and salary by 25%.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, an important component of the proposed terms and conditions of service, TACOS for short, for our service personnel is military pay and related allowances. Therefore, as part of government commitment to improving on the living conditions of our service personnel, the salaries of all military personnel will be increased by 25% yearly over a 3-year period, effective April 2021. Additionally, salaries of all security personnel, including Sierra Leone Police, Office of National Security, Central Intelligence and Security Units, correctional centers, and fire force will also be increased by 25% effective April. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, staff of all tertiary education institutions will also receive a 25% pay rise effective April 2021. Provisions have also been made to recruit additional military personnel and much needed extension workers in agriculture and other civil servants. Consequently, government wage is projected, and rightly so, to increase to 3.5 from 3.3 trillion in 2020.
Apart from the security sector, them where they increase their salary to 25%, this budget be same way so allocate couple to different ministry, departments, and agency them for make them go able on their financial year inside 2021 and do other program them. But waiting at the risks where this budget gets to the country, Jacob Joseph Safa again.
The potential risks that could derail the implementation of this budget have already been identified, and that include a prolonged COVID, a delay in the resumptions of the higher mines, delay in the implementation of policy reforms, delay or non-disbursement of budgetary resources, the occurrence of national disaster. Honorable members, the policy measures have announced consider the linkages between the economic and public health impact of COVID-19 and the trade-offs required in the response and recovery process within the context of our medium-term national development plan. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, even in the midst of a pandemic, we continue to ensure the delivery of commitments made in the 2020 budget as well as the supplementary budget. Government will continue this trend in the implementation of the 2021 budget. To ensure the delivery of the commitments made in this budget, government has currently carefully revised the public investment portfolio and rationalized recurrent expenditure. We will ensure that all disbursements for projects are contingent on monitoring and evaluation reports from NAMED. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the successful implementation of 2021 budget and policy commitment will require resources from multilateral and bilateral partners to complement our domestic resources. To this end, I wish to reiterate government commitment to implement reforms agreed with partners, especially for the disbursement of direct support, budgetary support, and balance of payment support.
After where the minister be done lay this budget na parliament, I been talk to the leadership na parliament, but waiting and think about this. Usai I be start first for talk to the leader for the main opposition party na parliament, Honorable Chelno Majuba, and be same way so talk to the leader for the National Grand Coalition NGC party, Dr. Kande Koleyum Kela, but waiting and think about the 2021 budget.
Before now, I don't begin block the wage bill for when they take over in 2018. The very first supplementary budget when they do in July of 2018 show clear signs on blocking the wage bill. They don't create so many commissions and other institutions where probably will be using them if they don't subsume into certain MDs for function effectively. They don't create new ministries. They don't create a ministry where they deal purely with gender, a ministry purely where they deal with development. Where in the past, social welfare and gender been linked together, development been under the Ministry of Finance, and same way so we don't see a new ministry on the environment. So if you create new institutions, you have to get the manpower. All these are new offices, so naturally the wage bill will be bloated. And considering the economy where we get and the kind of revenue where we look forward to, bloating the wage bill means the other areas will suffer.
A number of things stand out. As you know, I always talk about the wage bill, and I don't see say continuously every budget. It's as if nobody is listening. So for almost a decade, this country then they advise we say when do proper fiscal management, but they hire more people. Today get like I area another number of 1,000. Yeah, so that immediately my mind come up.
This budget they now na the well of parliament. Usai member of parliament then go look inside am and begin debate key issues them where they inside this budget. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the report.
Well, for tell Radio Democracy, thank you. And Kabia when I make me you able for listen to this. Now just start from Usai we end the under. KKY. KKY say intellectual for say. Is he afraid to say yes? They say then they hire 1,000 military personnel them. Where you say Italike for say? Why is he not coming up front now for say what he want for say? Even when they talk about the wage bill, say it look bloated, he run back, he go begin say from decade. Eh? That's not what the KKY way be they talk. About Alassane and Alusain. None of the KKY, I don't know, man. They were politicians there. Now we sound more like a politician. Because first, now head on, he go. Say, no, the wage bill. Now he say italic for say italic, say, so he not be they pay attention. And for the Minister of Finance, I don't talk an before. I believe say himself he go they tell himself say, brah, you have to slow down. I need to understand you. Himself go they tell himself say he need to understand himself. But he don't deliver him. He don't lay and down. Before I begin to with panelists them, I see Issa Adams to he say total fraud. He say we go now other blog them, you go see the right 25% increase. But we can then say 75% increase. Oh Salon. I'm glad the way you can. Issa Adams. Because you don't know. 25% increment on a yearly basis for 3 years for the military. Where at the end of 3 years, it will be 75%. For 3 years, each year then they add 25%. For 3 years. At the end of 3 years, the government go down add 75% for the military. So now I make you see 75%. If you been read, you go no. But you talk, you no read. You just read headline. I don't tell we say, we need for pay attention. No read headline and run with them. Read an article. The headline can be catchy, but go inside the article, make you hear what in the article they talk about. Then they go help you a lot before you begin call names. We not also be. You can't for can learn. I hope so you don't learn now today. Because sometimes you not be get time for read and make you understand, or make you even understand where the minister of finance be the read them. Sometimes because they talk fast, I make you not able to understand. But you say other block them. So now headline now you read. So I just want for correct you and that. But you can't at the right place. Now you have been empowered. So go to the other side and the way you be saying, go tell them what you don't learn now, yeah? But good thing the we hear about. I don't know if not from the water bowser them, where they say they go supply water. We all know that scheme they be done there. Now they say they go add 16 water bowser. But the scheme will be done there, then they go and put 10 million tank around. The scheme will be done there. How we don't benefit out of them one day? Have we? But most areas where you go meet a million tank then team up the empty one. Empty one the miller tank then they because waiting do then they wait for them water bowser then they for can supply the water. Some of we not get the opportunity for get to we not buy what they buy. And we already know. Make a count Usman Toli. Make we hear waiting a get for we today. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, Triple A, for having me and for giving me the opportunity for talk on the 2021 financial budget in Salon. What I will do, I will just raise some of the key points then, and then I will look at the good side of the budget from what you would all listen to, and then I will state my concerns, and then I will go on for talk about the risks involved, the shocks that we can possibly affect all them planning here. So quickly, this budget, now the 2021 budget, we just mean say, watching how the government plans for raise and the money how they raise down for give the MDAs, the ministries then, the department and agency in order for let them perform their functions then. They need the money for do the work. So what you would all listen to the minister himself, he said the projected, the amount where they need for the 2021 budget, now 9.2 trillion leones, which means roughly is about $900 million US. $900 million US. So now that money they need for Shibam to all the ministries then, department then, agency, in order for perform their functions. And when you look at how they plan for raise this money through the National Revenue Authority, we always say now they raise money, they say they are projected. What do they anticipate? Say NRA will raise 6.4 trillion leones, which is roughly around 600 million US. So what he in the try to explain, the representative from the Minister of Finance, he talks the difference between how much they expect say they will raise and how much they need for finance then different ministries, department and agencies here. Now, roughly, say around 2.8 trillion loans, about $280 million. That's the difference between the two. That is to say, the money where they need, do for finance all that. So the only way they will do in the end, then therefore, whether rely on our international partners So that's the IMF, the World Bank, where they can give you some money and they donate grants, or they do international borrowing or domestic borrowing. And about 30% of that, they never do that way. Basically, the difference between your expenditure and income, where your expenditure exceed your income, you go for first way for fill that gap there. Basically, now they try for talk. Now I will explain what the budget mean. So what I will do now, I will look at some of the areas that we talk about. Let's look at the areas of the priority sectors then. You all know, say, the flagship program, when our education, they say that allocate 22%, which is, the increase by 1 trillion Leone, 1 trillion Leone, yeah? And the health sector, they say 11%. Agriculture, 6%. Then they get trade, fishery, tourism, yeah? They don't allocate and don't make all the allocations on it. Yeah? These are the priority areas. Now, let's start to talk about the good things then, and then go to some of the concerns that we'll get about this project. First of all, the good thing about the project is diversification. Remember, we talk about diversification all the time. You cannot rely on the mineral sector. Sierra Leone will rely on the mineral sector, and therefore diversify our economy. So today we really talk about the tourism, we really talk about the agricultural sector. Although you can argue, because some of the allocation, the percentage allocation to some of the sector, it looks satisfied with them. Yeah, for example, you talk about the agricultural sector. Yeah, we expect much allocation, budget allocation to the agricultural sector. But again, there is some amount of diversification here. So now one good thing about the budget. And secondly, I think one of the good things about this administration, although some can argue say it's a bad thing, but they're also good in international mobilization of funds. I will give you some of the statistics here. I read the budget briefly. They said 2018, they raised talk about international funding when they get. Yeah? They say they raised about $56.3 million. In 2019, we don't better one power. They raised about $438.4 million. Yeah? And between January to October this year, they raised about $380.7 million. Total resources is about $65.4 million. With an on kind of power. The money with an on is through international financing. Yeah? They raised about $865.4 million, which is a lot. And 61% of this now grants. That is a good thing. Yes, 66.1%. Then the other good thing about the project is tax reduction. We talk about tax reduction. We're a thing we only comment about. Yeah, they say that they try to make sure they reduce taxes for businesses. Talk about what are key. How they will try to reduce the time we will take for all those things are good things. Then we are comment about the budget. We are listening to the rep from the Minister of Finance. Yeah. Now let's look at the areas then we are very concerned with. Yeah. We listen to the interview. The sectors then will be expect much emphasis on, such as the energy sector, yeah, and the water sector, water. Key. Those are key sectors. There's not much emphasis. There's not. In fact, the person who interviewed gave to remind them, and he was very tactful that he will come back and say that the next step that one. But we expect those areas because those are engine for the growth. Because in order for create the enabling environment, yeah, the lights and the water enable them. We will expect much emphasis on in terms of priority areas, but very little was said about these two important sectors. We would only comment about all the time. But I remember I made one interesting hypothesis now, yeah, one interesting hypothesis about the water and electricity. Yeah, these people and you can quote me on this, however, but hypothesis, I say. These people, I think they rely on the MCC scorecard. Let me make this quite clear. There is no clear strategy on the water and electricity. And one of the comments the world make at this very forum is that we expect, because they conduct an audit, and what the audit being said, there is no clear strategy. We need a long-term strategy, for the energy and water sector. And as you listen, I think there is no clear strategy. From previous submission from the Minister of Energy and Power, and today, from this submission, we don't have it from the representative from the Minister of Finance. There is no clear strategy. There is no sustainable project. It's all revealed in piecemeal. Small, this very own part where they play down. Those things are not sustainable. So that are one of the big areas of concern. But what I try for portray here is this. Then they are on the MCC scorecard. Remember, I did give a quote from the very project. The quote the passing of the MCC scorecard has increased our chance of being considered for the MCC compact that will make available substantial financial resources for the implementation of transformation and development projects. What are they saying here? You remember this MCC scorecard is all geared towards the energy and water sector. And as it stands, we qualify for the threshold, $144.4 million, which is shared over a given period of time, within the small sum over a given period of time. I think they have one strategy. Don't quote me for this, but I think this is a strategy here. Remember, if you do well on the threshold, this current threshold where they are, they stand a better chance for qualify for the compact MCC. And when you qualify for the compact, then they give you an each amount of money which will help to transform the energy as well as the water sector. Big transformation. Maybe you go argue, saying I make them not too worried about the energy as well as the water sector. That is my argument here, basically. Maybe they put too much emphasis on issues like corruption, all our policy systems, maybe all areas that we didn't pass, the 13 areas we didn't pass, we will try to improve because I think, 2021, I think is the deadline for the threshold, so that's an argument here, we will put forward. Then the second concern, which is also expressed by the leader of the opposition party as well as the leader of the National Coalition Government Party, with KKY, is the bloated bill, bloated wage bill. No doubt about it. Let me remind this representative from the Minister of Finance. He argued that these ministries then, they don't increase the number of personnel, but there are costs. The ministry is being, then divide these ministries, but there are cost implications. If you divide a ministry, of course, there is administrative cost. There are fixed costs where you get to deal with. And I doubt very much if it's true that these ministries don't get additional staff. Very much doubtful of that. So no matter what argument you present to me in a year, I'm not convinced. Because we know how it works. We know how the world works. Anyway, so are they in the same footing with Minister, the head of the opposition party as well as that of APC as well as that of NGC? I agree with them. And from an economic point of view, we don't see this government the champion employment. We don't see the employment. You talk about increasing recruitment. I mean, they say that they recruit more military personnel, increase the wages. There are some economic implications. First of all, we always want to allow the private sector to lead in terms of employment. Yeah, we not expect in all other countries, the 80-90% of the employment. The private sector. That's why I'm right. Yeah, so it's maybe 10-15% they go towards the government. Yeah, but the government needs for create the enabling environment for where we get sustainable employment in our country. But we don't see the government increase employment day in, day out. And also the idea for increase, when the employing people are also the increase, wages, the salaries, them, that again get some inflationary. Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail with that, but what they try for talk now, yeah, we get what we call too much money chasing two figures, or we get what we call demand pull inflation.
Yeah, the last concern before they give up is the concern where I get is about the risks. Having said all this, yeah, you listen, if you go to the budget, it will tell you, say, they get some concerns, they get some risks then. In terms of COVID-19 still they go on. So we don't do all in planning, yeah. If COVID-19 surface and then begin cause another serious havoc, it will affect all in planning, yeah. Consequently, you see what happened when they don't plan for the 2020 budget, yeah. They don't plan just at the point of implementation. They get for scrap some of it, yeah. Consequently, they get for bringing things like the health preparedness and response plan. You get the quick action economic recovery program. You get the supplementary project. Because they don't plan, but things happen. Then quickly they get for do some changes. Then so now one of the risks that in terms of the iron mining as well, yeah, area around the world they generate funds. Still, we get a very serious concern that some of the areas are not still resuming it. So again, we don't know when they will resume. So that's again another risk factor. Let's say they get some policy reforms. Whether these policy reforms, when maybe there will be delay in terms of implementing these reforms. Yeah, you talk about the tax reforms. You talk about other reforms, then they plan for come with. It's possible there will be a delay in those reforms. And then in terms of natural disasters like this COVID-19, there are other possible disasters we can come, we can normally call shocks. Nobody will really anticipate, say, COVID-19 may come. So we don't make all them planning, yeah, then something just come. Beat all the entire. So those are some of the concerns that we are get. So I will stop here. I'll give a chance to all our panelists then. Thank you very much, AAA.
And before you go, may share the same idea with you. The day we talk about that MCC scorecard, a Fambolengo member, that's exactly what I said here. Say, it look like, say, the energy and the healthcare or the water, they they play with them, like they are, then they play with them in hopes, say, this threshold where they now, then go surpass them, na the MCC, so that so then get that bulk money, then go use. So maybe, now make it then they play with we, so like how then they play with we by the energy and the water.
Yes, Triple, if you try to dig the project a little bit, you listen to the quotation, to a very large extent, I believe so. To a very much large, and I make them know they take the MCC scorecard slightly. They are taking it very seriously. I believe to a very large extent, see, they rely on the compact MCC. They feel they will qualify. And when they qualify, there will be big transformation. If that money they will get, then put on the right sector, yeah, in the correct way, I think there will be big transformation. I agree with you. That is why they are taking the MCC scorecard very seriously. very seriously. All the actions here in terms of fighting against corruption, you see the tension, you see the amount of effort we they put, because corruption is one of the very important indicators in terms of MCC scorecard. So I share the same idea with you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Usman Toli. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Make we call with Usfriend. Yes, Usfriend. What thing you get for it today, sir?
Yeah, hello, Triple. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. And welcome and thanks to all the listeners and viewers here. And thanks to Mr. Usman Toli back for giving you. So regarding this budget here, it involves quite a lot of things because we know say budget, now in the show the pathway of development or within the hopes we'll get inside development. So another one day we always the wait for letting the giveaway. And there's now the method that what they wouldn't use for let development kind of the country based on all the sectors that are agriculture, health, electricity, in all aspects for let you get the social life of human beings who come before. But most times they come in the way some people are not they understand them. But again, it left to how they transmit them to really understand them. But the what you want for look into this aspect of this budget here now. Into two aspects then we are going to look along all the areas that we're going to discuss. Now, the area of the point where they talk about to avoid the recurrent spending and you get for involved in capital spending. In other words, now these two aspects then be analyzed in one of in underlying speech. And we know say in any area of development, another one and they look at. You try for always avoid forget recurrent budget. So how you go avoid the recurrent budget, especially in terms of development and infrastructure. Now forget capital spending where you go implement on a particular area. So if you look at agriculture now, you say, okay, this now waiting that it brings, is it a recurrent way they get for one or it get for be a capital way? But it all been left to the method of implementation. Now, then it go carry back. If you look at the points back way, now the main issue back way arise from these two aspects of avoiding recurrent and delivering capital spending, waiting now the result and the outcome. The final outcome of this revenue, for them will sustain them, is by increasing taxation. Indeed, at the far end, we they use as a tool for counter the expenditure we get for come as a result of this budget. It's not going to be in all areas, but certain specific areas. So it come back to the area, the one that we evolve in monitoring this tool. When are the sludge members them, when are the solicitors them and some of journalists them, when they cry out because they don't speculate, say this get for can affect something about whether the business intake, the GST, taxation, corporate tax, what they get for give back, what they take from if you boku or not, let people there go study about them. So you see, say they get an aspect of waiting they don't see, now this are the fault, that you know what, another private oversighter, when are the independent aspect, when are like not to directly inside the government, but are like an independent aspect, when they overlook within the government they do. So then the try for citizens, they don't understand the laws the way salute output, it was difficult for them go able for enough to argue for let policy tax out there and take from them and expend it in Boku or not. So those factors that I bring come now, we begin to go into the areas there now when you talk about the education within the type of focus on as a flagship, and then you compare them with some other areas then, you will see there is progress going on one aspect, but you ask now the question, is this a kind of a spectrum development or a spectrum economic development that they bring? In other words, within this spectrum development, is it open wherein it starts from a small part, then it expand gradually, it go, and then the one part, it affects the other one without stepping between. In other words, before you realize you don't reach the end of it, just they flow from that point to the other one. So that one is the spectrum method they can inside. So then say that we don't get people that wouldn't get the engaged in, For them will care for project this economy, this budget here. Some other aspects then they involve, and then so then go oversight back from the other sector who they be referee of how they manage this. They call the ACC, till they call about other area who are the landmen, who are the president, where they overlook how them budgets there they go. But the point is that the people that were involved in doing this area of reviewing the MA. So you will get for questions, say they are well equipped, actually, of course, because people they know what they do. But the problem is that some of these things, for interprets them from we own perspective of we own social life, it will bring a doubt, say, it go to the social life, or then they go with the paper work what they get. So in other words, now then you go ask the question, say, you can forget individuals, they want a forensic economists. The economists, they want a forensics. What are the forensics? Then they go down into the floor. Then they meet the people in. Then they ask the normal businessman so that they will able to know what they feel the pinch from taxation and from investing. Because you go look that area, they say it is contrary again a little bit with the area where they bring the municipal fund. Because then they talk about securing the individual, but the whatever form, they bring it in the way that only you actually get a cut in paying back your taxation. But what about the area for cap the area of the man in business who will hold them, what did they bring? So they say they don't employ the Minister of Trade and the other individuals then. So but you will say, is it going to be too late or it's too early? Because now they get for regulate the tax, and then get for create the avenue for let the man go able to buy and sell the property, that then go able to make that money contain now he go take that daughter key, he go able to be on safe hands, then I go able for enable if you do international trade, which he go involved in freighting or flight or the one day by road. So those are the areas that we get for think about. Now, is it contrary? Because then they try for put in a budget that in a recurrent things they don't call capital spending. And then they try for look at increasing taxation for cover this other one as a cost recovery. And now they don't involve NRA with a digital system. So are they going to say back this is a cost recovery when they get for increased tax on other areas, which is very good because now in the register what they do, you go then OC one, we will be transparent so that we not go flop out. But again, you go still come about taxation. Now in then therefore look into how government therefore get source of revenue. If the source of revenue wouldn't be get in other areas, then they prioritize like in area of health. They're not able to say they put much there. They only bring about how many percent? The health, I think not just a very small percentage where they therefore bring the, you know, that was an 11% increase. And but then they look at the area of COVID. But okay, the coronavirus, it don't actually cut down, which is very good, the method they apply. But you go able to ask the question where I know you get one of the mandates there for camp. Because when the corona will start, we ask them if then they use what they call blood plasma. All right, they say they don't be the user now, but they use them as an experimental in terms of Ebola, would they be support for me the virus? Or now if like they spend money there, when the people don't cut the number of people now who they work, when outside the money get for go, then they emphasize them on the people that would then go develop ideas them and sit down they work in a lab for know why we all people are able to get this virus for who, because there are research which are going on, but now we not get for proven because we not get percentage of people that don't get the BCG vaccine for the tuberculosis. Why are people not affected? If the other countries they will get lesser company. So I'm just talking of areas where they get for prioritize, not for just the still give the knock over for continue other areas them where now duplicate things and now. And then says being the try for soldiers say, like I already say want to implement a public health sector. In other words, you know, we don't be minister of the kind of public health sector. So those are the things that get for looking into about the science areas. Let's not just depend on donors because like McKinney WHO go help for develop some people there. Can like train some lab technicians there. So all those areas then, so that there's a go get the area where they go look with ONS instead of would they cover this. We're not going to do this for prevent this. So now that you know one for system, then therefore look at oversight on making how they will prioritize the area of taxation to be less, so that the recurring areas then will be able to avoid recurrent expenditure. And if they say then they look at taxation as a method of getting this, it will be a long running effect. So that the money for fund when they get out, when they expend money back, it will be able to yield a dividend for both of them and the community. So it will not be on a small scale. So that all those economic methodologies and when they will apply this spectrum method, when they will look into all this oversight method, it will be very implementing. And then the areas that when they will expand on agriculture, you will question, see, they only talk about seeds at the moment, and they talk about they don't get tractors, they moon or something, a certain amount, but you go question, say, they need the bumper harvest because people have been shown that areas them where they can get a vast area of agriculture, when them a vast area because of the alluvial soils when they get there, they produce sugar cane and they get big flat land where they will try to develop for go take but there are many more arable lands that will still experience this bumper harvesting. The people that they get the seed for plant, but how they were able to get the harvesting. That's not the problem. Even the women, they get projects around the seriously. Any projects where they come with it, and they always say the method of harvesting. But now they ask them for what loan they are in a cost to cover the method. But there should be an area like when they see that they reduce the price of people who they scarcity and water safety, the price of life jackets. So those are the things they therefore do for other areas. Then they, instead of they make a cost recovery, then they find a way of getting the things instead of spending those 500 how many amount of bulldozers they would see them for bring up 16 or more, I don't know. Then they bring them for go uphill. Then they don't get an experimental method where they implement or a project. Now one day we'll see them they implement. But now I don't know. They said they can't experiment. So it means people that would up that hill there, the experimentation in Aberdeen is the same method they are waiting them to do. But then they wait for the people and bring them back before they go carry and go. I don't know, but it will be questionable. Instead of buying the bulldozers, that machine where they will put all the pump water for go up. I don't know the name of it, but I'll find out. But just for the layman to understand, the machine they will put there, they increase on pipes, and they're able to make the water the reach because the water in pressure below. So those are the kind of things they expect for they at the foot of those hills when they take Bowsers and when they will pay money for them to go. So that is questionable. Is it a recurrent or is it a capital spending? Capital spending should not be that sided. But let us see what is the aim. Because we can tell at the end of the product or what are they trying to do. If they buy the time, but the time sometimes when you buy them, you question you what you go use them. You buy the time, you the keeper. What you will use with this time when the people are waiting for the product. So that all this, it will bring gross national happiness. Instead of gross domestic products, we go there, it go rotting, it don't bring no gross domestic income. So that gross national happiness, it will be drive when we get a gross good national income. Like then they say that they increase the salaries of individuals, which is good. But it will reflect on inflation when the tax did it in the end. So all these are questionable. We are looking for long-term prevalence. They are helping. It has been a cancerous problem in Sierra Leone. Only hope say the methodology, they will apply them in the right way. They are going, but let's just see how far. Instead of going the routes, we will get more of a kind of bumpy ride. So we just wait on. Thank you very much for the efforts that you do, and thank you for giving the platform. And my sympathy and condolence, I wish Christian will get a rapid recovery, and let God continue for bless you all. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Oswald.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Today,
waiting we lay na table get for do with the 2021 budget. The 2021 budget. Now we deal with today. Government gets priority as them. But it seems as if we own priority as them and not look like say now the government in own priority as them. We know say the education now the president in flagship program for the 2021 budget where you see then they add priority they don't show then they add 1 trillion leones param for beef am up make it him up triangle one. Healthcare they say then they link by 11%. Now then go give healthcare. The water and the energy where we see water they say then they add Bowser for the one them na Freetown, 16 Bowser then they add, so that them Bowser then go supply na hard to reach areas them. I talk on energy say them Bowser then they go supply na the hard to reach areas them. The tanks them on them million tanks already na the hard to reach areas already. Go they make you fair not almost even get water. Well, sometimes I'm saying because Bowser not dynamic. So make the Bowser can make we see. If then areas then they go still they complain to the miller tank then they but water no did. Eh? Then say for the one then at the provinces na Salwako. Then go take charge and see how then go able to work with the way I would then tell we about the education, we see them be specific. Not also them be specific for the other areas them. Even though they say yes, na priority and but the education, you know, say na flagship, that's a priority. Because they all are with 2-1. But waiting we they cry for, it now look like say they all are with 11%, water bowser, electricity, well, and they on some projects them, we go do this and that. But there is no, okay, make a whole and make a come with doctor, make we what in doctor get for we. Yes, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo, you get the platform now.
Hello, good evening and happy new week, happy Monday to everybody. And thanks to Usman Tolly and Usfred for their submission and contribution today. Also, thanks to you for reiterating some of the key points that we need to focus on here today. You know, as I listened to the audio in the beginning, and then sometime, you know, we'll take a look at here with the 2021 budget. It's interesting one. I want to say, the budget with the school, the allocation for the school is pretty huge. They hope say that money they will not get anything for block education, because we know so education something we will need now we live now, something we need now we country. But we the hope say then we'll put more money into the electricity aspect as well as the water, because you know, for crying out loud, why we still deal with, you know, water bowsers, not Sierra Leone. We will get so much water. We will get so many rivers. Them just need for find the right people then for make sure that we get water. Now every community we pump for the run. Now every community, you know, work for the get light 24 hours. So for me, the money they put for the education is good, but it should have been focused on education, on the water, because, you know, here you say somebody, the water and the light. Here you see somebody go to school, he studies. Now we get internet, now we get light, now we get water, for make sure they, you know they struggle, right? So all that money what they want to put there, really let them begin to reconsider how they will try to take some from there and put them for the light and the water business. Because my point here is, you know, yes, I hear when they talk about them in tertiary or the vocational centers, where they want to put money. Yes, we need that. Actually, we want to say we not get many people that will go of afford to go to universities. So we want to let them learn some form of technical trade or vocation, so that they can able to sustain themselves and become somebody in a society until then decide to go to university for get a college degree. Right? But at least getting a certificate in something can really get them a job, create jobs. So really the money for also focus on vocational institutes them across the nation, not just one place. Every district not alone forget a vocational institute. So let's say if you want specific one, where you know say if you're not available like the district, and then you know maybe the opportunity there for let you go to other districts, then you can do that. But like you get option. Right? So the money as they now allocate to education, I hope so them will really focus on doing that. Because we need them kind of thing for the youth them so they will get off the street and do something where will really benefit them, you know, in every way possible that we can create jobs and the economy will boom. And then the other thing we talk about, you know, the healthcare system. I don't know if them prayer they listen to me. Now I'm beginning to question that. With all the things that we don't happen as we come to healthcare. Now they want to put everything COVID-19 again. You know, the moment I hear it and I say, oh boy, COVID-19, you don't told trouble. You don't told trouble. Why? Because everything now, they go for put on you, right? They will say now the COVID-19, just like how Emerson said from one of the song them. You know, so where this whole thing, where because they're not perform well or they're not do something right, then we'll put on a COVID-19. We're not condemning, we're not saying that they're not doing anything, but what I'm thinking that they're not putting the priorities right. For me, what I try to say here is that water, when our life, I quote that word, now what the president said during in campaign. So President Bio, if you listen, that's for be a priority. In as much as education is a flagship program, I still say the water for the country. Let everybody get clean drinking water, because if you don't drink clean water, you get sick. You know, and then they get them cholera, all form of, you know, or typhoid, all these other contaminated, you know, that will affect the liver. So let's focus on the water side more at this point, you know, and the light. And then once all them are in place, trust me, the education when at the flagship program will come on. If people don't get clean drinking water, they begin and they grab very early in the morning for go get water. Even if the water, let's say, they're at the neighborhood. The fact that they have to put those water on their head, the head was made for learning, right? No, connect the two. You need for learn. You're not supposed to even touch pockets like this. But that's how you go do that. If water not in if you don't get pump in the yard, or you don't get pump in the hose. So now you go take the pocket and put on the head. You know what they do? They really not a thing. They help the person for like learn. So as you want to let people learn, let them do well in education, don't try and really help in making sure that we're telling us. Life is what the people and they study, what the people and they study, or what the students and they study. Then they study with Catalan. You know? Because, you know, those things can make you sick. You know, because if you inhale all that, they're going to your lungs or some respiratory problem. So as we talk about education, we therefore ensure that this person first, he gets clean drinking water, he gets light, he gets things away, he gets good health care. So the healthcare system, if you're not healthy, you need to go to school. Because we can take somebody just not a town in our hospital. So whatever they do, because he go there because he's sick, everything is gonna be put on hold. So we need to focus on the light, focus on the healthcare. You know, there are people that will die because of lack of electricity in our government hospitals. To me, now a big problem, a big blow now we face. So I really ask again, and at the base, you know, I don't know how else for bake. You know, it's like for go on the floor and really, you know, wipe, you know, the boots. I could do that. But really, I think we do need these basic human needs now in country. Now, the first part of somebody in life, and then you talk about the second ladder. All these other things will come. They will come, but we don't have them. With government hospitals, and they look deplorable. They need to be upgraded. Then we talk about 11%, putting all the money in one place and forgetting that these are key things that should be done. So I hope, say, if the government and the administration really they listen, to understand, say, in as much as they want to spend this money for education, they will really try to divert the money where it belongs. Get engineers and get people that will really work on the electricity sector as well as work on the water side, and make sure that we get, you know, imaging from the scans and at the government hospitals then, because everybody get money for going to EcoMed or going to Troitran. You know, if you pay, let's say 1.3 million for do a CT scanner, a private hospital, waiting at government, you get to pay like less than that. Let's say anywhere from 75 to 50%. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. Because everybody get money for take care of yourself. Now people when they die because they're afraid for going to hospital. Then they take and say they don't get money for go pay. Even if one will look at that violence will take place with them forest garden. Somebody say, I have to pledge my phone to be evaluated. That's a shame and a disgrace. You're supposed to go get that first emergency medical help at the government hospital without worrying that they will turn you down. We really focus on the key things that will really help we people that are the country. So this education, as they try for improvement, when they focus say these people are not healthy, are they doing free screening, annual screening, or even annual evaluation for say, you know what, they're healthy, they will live, well, they don't get high cholesterol, they don't get high blood pressure, they don't get no sort of STDs or things like that. Any education they go around at the public for educate them, people that say they need to protect themselves. So that's where healthcare comes in. That's where public education comes in. And the money when they put there, it don't make sense. And for also say, where the opposition party questions say this is a bloated wage bill, because they don't create so many ministry and commissions them. They say no, not a bloated wage bill. Then we already get all them staff and they wait and still say they're king. Now the same thing, they just try to split up. Oh, that I don't think that's really the way to go. You can't fool us anymore. We are Sierra Leoneans. We are more wiser. So please, we ask and we put again 25% to service personnel, and then 25% to security, and then 25% which talk about other stuff. Then what about the healthcare workers and the teachers? Are they people? Are they part of this whole new increase? Seems like we're forgetting who we need to put money into. Isn't the teachers part of the education too? So the raise we give them a few months ago. So is that all they're going to get? They're never going to get money. They're never going to get rich. But they should be getting some form of increment every year. So hopefully whatever they did the last time, they're thinking about changing that. But really for me, AAA and everybody today, I feel say we government, they really look into what we don't talk about. So until we see that happen, we're going to keep talking. Because we think in order for you to really go to school, you have to be healthy. In order for you to be, healthy, you have to drink clean drinking water. In order for you to really study and do well without getting things inhaling things in your lungs, you have to have electricity that, doesn't cause those kind of things to you. And in that way, people that went in a cottage or corner hospital, when our government hospitals and children hospitals, people died because of lights go off. That is scary and it's deadly. Somebody go to and do surgery because most surgical interventions require electricity. So things like that are like priorities to me, and I'm sure it's priorities to many of the Sierra Leoneans, them, where even if they're not getting opportunity to voice their opinion, as well as all of us at this platform, that's what they talk about, this budget needs to be looked into again and make sure that they make the adjustments and put our where it belongs. And for now, we think that then three things and now we need first at the country. And everything else can follow. The moment that happens, I think we will support the government in every other thing we're going to do. So I just want to let Fandeans to say, we look forward to the better things for Salone, because this is, to me, it's just not adding up. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Nademi, you won't take this for today. Thank you very much.
Before you go, if Ibimbi say we parliamentarians then be really they represent the people, because right now the budget is in a parliament now get for can discuss them, then they get for call the MDs, them the different ministry departments and agencies, they make them come, then can defend what thing they do for them. I think say now the parliament have good team up say okay, I think say this is small for healthcare, this is small for electricity, this is small for waiting. I think say una need for wake up more, but waiting we learn from the man Matthew Dingy from finance. He say 2 weeks before this day, parliament we don't call most of them people they don't see, they don't talk. So Now, when the one they get for camp, now just go by stamp now say, oh, then go through the process. But then we don't call them before. Everybody be don't go talk with them, get for talk. The one the OBC don't for make this particular budget for say yes. Now so you get for look. They all be don't talk the talk done. So it's like we parliamentarians, them not really they represent we will send them day. Because if they really they represent we will send them day, then go no say healthcare every day, even to today. Somebody again, I just see how many days we get for they see young people and they die. Who that really don't show concern as Salon say we need for investigate what to make the young people they die. So every day rest in peace to young people in Sierra Leone. What are the causes? Nobody knows. And it seems as if nobody cares. Nobody wants to know.
Well, then this is something we need to talk more about, because they have to understand that in order for you really get somebody for let them educate. So that they want to educate the older ones, the women are also already don't get them family and everything. Now the picking them where they come up, now they need for land, now they need for become the future of tomorrow, right? And I also agree with you that yes, the parliamentarians then let they represent the people then, they let they represent them constituents them, then you go there and just one for fit their own selfish interest. To me, these are so selfish. If you don't come up with something, you feel say the opposition, you like the opposition, you feel say what they do, then bloat up. They not put the money where it belongs. Now the tenant they say no. I don't feel say this is where this belongs. Even if you want this amount, but we need to put the money where it belongs. These are our priorities. This is not something where everybody in the country they cry for. So they need to advocate more. Because the budget they come, now they get for vote and then say, you know what, we don't approve this, or they do them vote. Every order they say yes or no, then they say that. But even the way that they vote, we all know how they vote now. We are not listed in the record set. Not just a voice now, based on how many loud voices they're hearing and they do the voting on, which they need to improve on. They have technology, they have all their laptops and at the parliament, they need for utilize them and do them votes and then they do the tally and tell me how many of the opposition and things like that. Just take that and do that at the state. You get how many Republicans or Democrats vote on certain things, and you can hold each of them to their word, to their voting record as to them being voted for this in the past. So for that reason, you either not trust them or you trust them, say them will do well for the nation. Right? So if they not feel say we need good health care, just because then can go overseas anytime, then go get medical help. Right? So the other people are waiting at that country, they not deserve any kind of good health care, and they. I believe one time with Sister Nancy me say, no, they for ban, they make a law say, when I need to go no side. Now I'm picking them for go school, now them for seek medical help. But do we have those powers? It's pretty tough though for law getting kind of power, and with the constitution we'll get like that. Right? The constitution and the way we country set up is only set up for those that are in power to gain. And really, if you really want to do well for your country, get your country at heart, there are three things you need to focus on first. Okay? Water, light, and healthcare. If you can't do that, then we are still not ready to move forward. I just have to say, if we are ready to move forward, we're going to fix those things first. And everything else, trust me, this school they talk about, the school can go gladly for going to school. I see them put some allocation towards, the girls, sanitary, thing where we say the first lady, the champion. That's good. But you know what? You have to have clean water in the school facility. So as you take care of yourself, you can wash your hands. You don't have to feel like that. So I will leave it there because that's so personal to women and girls too. Right? So that said, so then another thing, they put things outside and belong to me. And that's the truth. And we all know that. And this is the problem. And that's where our country is still in a stagnation mode. Stagnation. You just come up. You want to take a step, but something is holding you and pulling you back. And that's what things like this do. So with the hope, say, then we'll go back and review this one. Because, you know what, sometimes let's just keep calling. And let's just keep talking. And with the hope, say, then we'll look at this budget before they approve it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yeah, and all those that took the exam, nobody passes. students will take the exam. Nobody knows that. But, because you participated, we'll reach out, we'll send something. Sarah Network Charity Foundation have to keep their promise because we have to keep the spirit. Even though some things can make we get a little bit upset and everything, we just want to make everybody energized every day here and to continue for the talk about Salone. For sure, we're really proud of the country. We believe in Sierra Leone. We know Salone will really come back to where we want it to be. And that's why at the beginning of the Erida song say, Sierra Leone will rise again, because people that in the old days believe that Salone was a good country, where they listen to the good old days every day, they learn a lot from that, right? So I believe that Salone will surely rise again and Salone for better. That's not the hashtag today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you.
With topic now 2021 budget and the increase and the government in priority areas them. Yes, call ID live on the air. You name and who call from, please.
Yes, AAA. Listener, Adama from New York.
Yes, Adama, you get 3 minutes, man. What's your contribution?
I listen to the audio and I listen to all the panelists. There is only one thing that everybody agrees on, AAA. Medeman say, Kowie buji elelo, ye mahu yela. So that one day with another year mende. Me they say for say where you don't gather firewood. Before you tire, the bottom one will lay down, it will lay down first before you put the top one. Everything when they talk about, all the budgets where they not talk about for 2021. Now good idea. But the main fundamental thing, when we all they talk about here all the time, just Dr. Asadu just finished. Water, light, healthcare, AAA. Any country in the world, even the advanced country that we are right now, these are the things that made the country go before. So how long will they pan this? Will they talk? They people they're not even listening to us, AAA. They're not even listening to us. And that they don't even care about the young people then. I don't care what they want for bringing that country there. The investment from the outside and the money where they lent or the one where they get in, as long as they're not bringing water, they're not bringing electricity. Okay, healthcare, AAA will forever keep on doing the same dance. And that's it. And let me just say about the test Dr. Asatu bring. Let me tell you something. I'll be there at the job. I'll forget 2 of those answers to tell you the truth. And if I be there now, maybe I'll forget 3. But I don't get time, as I always tell you, I'm so busy, but I can listen on and off. So let me just stop right there. I thank you very much for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, Adama.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, good evening, AAA. Good evening to all listeners. Mina Abdullah Bimara, I call from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah, get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for giving me the platform. AAA, I really want to make a really short because of this 2021 budget, where they bring out all this can be for education level. They always talk about parliament, they say, what about the bread? You go put 6% for agriculture. Electricity not in the country. People that they suffer for light. Water talk no they claim it all day with people that they go to rubber that they waka and frit on the fair water. Then the people they realize say not to their own need. Now the people they need they get for looking to what is the people they want. We politicians and these mistakes they can always do. That they do anything that they do, now their own interest that they do, and for cover their shame. Many people they don't say, oh look, they were there, they don't come, then they do anything, and this and this. They give you this thing for talk, for make we forget about the negative, which really the back of the picture. Now we look back of the picture. They go buy tanker there, you say that they go ship water, give people there. Where we able to be a guarantee where we fit to say the people that will benefit, even though you know they insider power. People that will able benefit in continuously. But Sierra Leone will not get any strong investment. Anything where they invest pa, now till they come on a power. That investment, when you say they don't invest and they so they don't die, people that begin to suffer back from zero. When we go deep at this, when we go think say we go before. If you do something, do one way before say you for big guarantee, sufficient for the people that will go benefit them from long time. Now that we call development. 2021 budget, me not see anything they say for interest for the people there. Exactly. Me are the same fact waiting in your mind. Not to know they inside that paper. We they interesting for the people of Salone. Because what the people that they ask for, even though not the electricity sector self therefore don't provide for the people. Maybe self the small talents when they did, they then self go able to put in board, the country go before. But when they talk about all that in the day, now nonsense that they go get up a paper, go spend billion pana. Then later they put we beer. When see they don't commodate, when they commodate, the next administration we get for camp, they mark now the same jollof fresh they get for put sweeper. When we go stop all this for deceive we self as a Sierra Leonean. You know, Triple me sometimes I not want even talk about them. But really, let me just stop that really because now I just want to say good luck to me, the All Stars, you know, for tomorrow game. I just wish you will win that game really. Now I don't know what I'm right. So.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and where the call from, please.
Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is Ibrahim on the call from Maryland.
3 minutes, sir.
Thank you, brother, for your platform. No, Salone politician, the MPs say Salone na farm, where they say everybody will can, they can't invest, go. Then people there, look, this about where they read, like, say, they put fire in months. For let people not even understand, say, what they try for it. Calm down, read slowly, let people understand what they try for it. You know, the country, the way the country they go right now, it's really sad. Any administration will come, they get their own. Something where when they go and talk about and they say what is the money in the country, always we talk about water, electricity, and good health care will not get out of the country. Now they don't create Boko ministries in the administration. Now they say they can recruit more security personnel. What's the money get for commons? Now we aid. Then Boko money they don't they call so. What's that money they come right now? And now the thing is, so they talk about the parliamentarians. If you only the condition will be allowed, law get primaries like America, we be say if you go stand, if the people that want to succeed the primary, okay, it goes down, it goes to parliament. But because of now the political parties that they give symbol, we be say even some man say they not even want to say if people not even want to in constituency, but because of the political parties get the power for giving a symbol, now they go to parliament. Right now. Now the time this will be Kafala, if you only ready for fight corruption, at the time this way for go send the scorpion there with them for go na parliament. Because right now the MD is there, any pass good enough for go talk to them now, whether it will pass their own money, whether they forget it. It's really sad, people you know, they listen and they follow what they try for. They listen when they work with them. Let go there pray. Thank you very much, brother. Let us start with tomorrow. I'm the only day and the one in but tomorrow. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and where the call from?
PSG from Paris.
PSG, get 3 minutes, sir.
Mais 3 minutes, il looks beaucoup. Autrement dit, c'est me bora. What in doctor talk? We say Salone will better power me. I was saying for to me. Because people really talk now, I've seen them, but they need for them to listen to we. Then like how the other woman said talk just now, it's the same way we talk. Concern the people that for show concern over the people in the country, people they suffer. Whatever is like they not care and busy for the poor masses. When they want the power, when they can, they talk sweet. They vote them as a cancer, so they forget. Now for shape now. Then they work on their own interests, they don't work on the interests of the people. This is very bad. A pure democratic state, a real one back democratic state, will not forsake people their interest, will not for the kind of power, will not for the calm. You get me? Me trip for me. The day when me had Poel, that way talk see that ship they don't go sign paper for 5 years. Now me had Poel street and not say light business law for about that. We remember say they forgot other machine they beef up electricity, beef up them dam, the new dams, beef up them big generator. China and they Russia and they Turkey they get a chance. Okay, other country they not drum. They go sign back ship where they don't cut at where they don't drive. Me that ship anytime they will talk at the feel bad at effects. That ship not fit for the water at all. Now business they do. Now business they get brand envelope from the heavy. You don't see? Like if this one they put their Pakanja not in place that day, let them go back to Naksa. That probably go to Naksa. If you don't go to Naksa, we will push up for God by force. And Naksa we don't need another service for work. Legit to an officer will succeed at all. You don't see? People will suffer. And the other thing back, what thing make them not care about this electricity business? Electricity, now the most important thing. If you begin spend by education will succeed because the reason is, you know, okay, say the big schools, they all a salon, they put iron chairs and they the most valuable one there. Yeah, but if that's not how this education will succeed, how they begin to study for, let them educate, tell me. Let no day. People for doing business, you get cold water, you get fish for putting in a freezer, you get this and that, they forgot investment in the country, people don't can invest, let no day. How this thing will carry on? If you have about education, that light now will people don't for study. We don't have to pass the light generator or the light candle. Generator, you ask for a salon, you pass the pimpana. When they charge you, they watch you. Me ask for generator and salon, what ask now? The man they fight now for put the price down. Because no say all market light. Yeah, now they no say that no day. You don't see people they suffer. Make them look to the masses. Now the masses they represent government of the people, for the people and by the people. You see, but they wrong. You don't see? So me, I don't really we start with where we are headed for. We say go really go. Really, I don't know. This now God no more for put on for help. But this was pathetic. You know, call for so at least. Many important things then. This light, the water, people they suffer in that country. Look to when they say this thing when they talk about body lockdown. They're going to beat people in the back. People they suffer. They beat them with cane and stick and this that. We don't call for. This water for try to don't take people they suffer for water business. Filter and don't the provinces. It's very important water, light, road, and the medical. Yes. Okay, look at we kill this for the show per HIV. Yeah, just imagine. You are talking about education. They will not get the basic things what they need. Which is like now the most important thing. You see? And then we will continue for talk at all. We will continue for talk at least. So now Mr. Triple, let's go make tomorrow win the game. We will begin Nigeria for 3 or 4 notes. Then I will say message for a list we do and then they goalie defend. That defend not follow at all. Then boy they can attack back. Then this year when they attack Nigeria defense, that's what do. But they attack the goals you come out. Although they get all the might and get the professionals, but not to that they watch. We know so we are underdogs, but for play there and at home they will play. We get the high support of 7 million population and at home. No place like home, at least. So if you just they listen me, we have to let them play properly, no afraid nothing, ready for support them. We deal with them, God deal with them. I got in part tomorrow, inshallah, we must win if I 3 or 4 not to get it. More tell us in Nigeria, nothing for we. Yes. Those have gone. So I don't know more than you take at least. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. I'll greet you with the doctor and you back. Stay blessed.
All right, thank you very much, PSG.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Ayo, the call from US.
Yes, I have 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, this water and electricity thing, how long would it on this, man? AAA, we don't talk about this thing almost 1 year ago, so. And you have been doing reference one speech where the party say, where he said, from Aponi, right now will come. So they don't tell me already. So I hope myself for the continue for the tell them, because as far as I can tell, they get people in the release of information like the strategic center with people like our fast surgery and deal with the monitor them programs them online with the hidden thing and the info don't pass on to them. The ministers they will make a reach to the part. But they really do anything they do, you know. Na Bowser business Freetown don't end up now. Bowser for supply was unaffuito, not sustainable, not good. And Mr. Tolly talk about the media do anything to help the economy. He's right, because if you can go just last week to the president in interview with Al Jazeera, where the guy they ask him about the media, you see, so anybody can get shovel or pickaxe and then digging the good dig. So within the guy that they actually says there is no control over the mineral resources in the country. And the dictator, you can just pick up shovel and go dig. No control. So once there is no control, they can't make anything out of it, you know? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Yeah, we're not full up until we are tired. That's my contribution, pal.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
All right.
All right. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, this is Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
3 minutes, Mike.
Yeah, you see, all this budget now for just pay salary. You understand it? Now then they will understand us alone. All the budget they will get are for pay salary. You know? We know they think about developing the country. Now then they will not think. But when we as Sierra Leoneans we begin dance for them people, yeah, now make them people not care about we. You know? Any small thing will begin dance for them. You know, after election done, don't forget about party business and put the country first. You know, no, they left for the put them party business and I made them people not care about we, because at the end of the day they know say they get them follower there, then they follower them go. You know what I mean? Go fetch for them. You understand? Eh? The reason why we not get light is because they already don't pay for the sheep. They don't pay the 5 years done, or what if they don't already sign the contract? They don't sign and they don't care again about that day. You know, they're not going to do anything but that. They know they do nothing but the water, the pipe and they. But they know they do nothing but that day. Okay? At the end of the day, what in Guma Valley they do, they don't go buy SUV there. They don't care about the water. They don't transportation and care about. They don't care about the regular people in that country. They don't care. Well, I have to understand it. Then people they don't care about you now. Because any administration we can, instead of them fix the system, they know they do it, because they don't say the system favor them. You know, Parliament not they work again. You know, they make all their lunch in there, all they do. So they just they do that. Any administration worker, they just they do what they want to do. They're all lawless because they don't say Parliament not they work. You know. When a parliament for fight for the people, parliament not the work. You know, only thing what they do, so they for carry go parliament first, let them debate them before they bring them out. But they're all lawless. The whole country very lawless. You know, and then they will get for understand. Then people and they know they work for we until we begin hold them accountable, we begin vote them out. That the only way that they wouldn't go serious for work for this country. Yeah. But we as Sierra Leoneans, we say no care. You know. We know the whole people are accountable. We know the whole at all. Let the system begin changing the country. You know, instead of just the country is very lawless, man. It's very shameful, man. You know, it's very shameful. Police not they work. Police not even get not get control of the country. Soldier not, man, salon, man. That's my contribution. I know more.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, they can't talk sports quick. Tu know see tomorrow, Leone Star. Leone Star get for face Nigeria, or Nigeria get for face Leone Star. Either way, there is a facing. Also, a facing get for happen tomorrow, so that then go know wetin happen na Nigeria. Na be mistake. He say for go for beats like small pikin. Inside we own country. Okay. Daniel, you get the platform, sir. The eve. Yes, tomorrow is the game. What's in the expectation?
Well, Tripoli and Sierra Network family and the entire nation of Sierra Leone. I know say the ones we compatriots in our home and all over the diaspora, people who know like sports all. From Friday, we saw network and other networks in a saloon carry that game day. People will not be like football people, and they call me from all over. People they don't show so much concern. And then this rubbish show this Balkan talk this no. Just imagine that the president the man the talk so Amaju Pinnick, now the president of the Nigerian FF, Nigerian Football Federation. I'm not saying anything wrong for a school in player there. But at the same time, you know they disrespect your opponent. You don't do that. I'm surprised we didn't do that. Well, a colleague of mine, we is a member of Star Network Radio, I wouldn't actually didn't rightly pick up. We get 4 points to a put. They say, they call this draw, because they cry after they score, Lusa scored the 4th goal, that in cry. In shed tears, he cry. He not cried. Then he say, not a wake-up call. Because Nigeria had to wake up for can play Saloon. Nigeria had to wake up for play Brazil. Then they wake up for play Argentina and Senegal. And that in they tell the team for go na Saloon and give Leone Stars 4-0. Then for give them nothing less than 4-0. Now that thing they can't, so when they reach, then for restrict the superiority, let them know say the green, white and green, when the Super Eagles, the Eagles don't land. And that now one game professional Salonga and Nakai Kama all the play now. So that kind of disrespect the only person we go pull that all day and more play as well that on call for talk no we talk. Now the Leone Stars play them. So they address Leone Stars now proper Tripoli. They almost stay on them because some of them don't hear that comment that man they don't make. For like addressing team, you can't turn about Leone Stars not to nothing. Leone Stars are mere pushovers. Now I won't put and say, if you they say the team will come up from 4-0, from 4-0, till they come 4-4, you call them pushovers. Inside on their own ground, inside Nigeria. Then that don't go na a cost to your team. USA on a team na they rate the 3rd best in Africa. Then they are among the 1st 13 in the world. Then the team will under the almost. They almost beat you na your own ground after you lead. So I don't know how I go take that as pushovers. So to Leone Stars, because the coach, me and the talk, me and the chat, even before them they go, airport me and John Kista chat, I tell and say, we not say pressure there on you. Pressure there on you, but not allow you just work with your team, work with your technical team, Amidou Karim, John Connor Jr., the technical director, Samo Bemezga, and Tamba Moses, when the keeper coach, on a work and work with the body, let no pressure, no, because then me, the most crucial game this Leone Stars they can play. Ever since they cover football in Salon for the past 40 years, Tripoli. Now the most crucial match this. So I believe say the players then they don't take this. Then are the only we don't write, we don't talk sports, we don't write sports. But now Leone Stars player in the first 11 and the substitute already. Now then go address that Mr. Pinnick lay shut up. What he talks to let's swallow and back. So now the Leone Stars a day on them. Today the president don't left a busy schedule. We don't serve as a big time motivation. They don't go to the stadium. They don't want to tell them say the nation deal with them. In the them, the whole nation deal with them. What's been deal with them? They go to the field, they surrounded, they broke what they call social distancing. Of course, they wear masks, but social distancing not been there for show the commitment, the concern. So they go and tell them say if they make the nation happy, now then go see it in the one because they get blank check for them. That have been now the one of the best thing I don't hear you president don't talk. So the owners lie on Leone Stars. For later Monday, Pinnick as well all that talk let no say. You know they disrespect your opponent. You know they disrespect them to the tell them say they are mere pushovers. That is, you don't do that in sports. But as I say, I know say the nation they behind Leone Stars. For many reasons. Leone Stars need for beat tomorrow, for we get 5 points. So go there because I think say Nigeria gets 7 now, then Benin gets 6. So we need for win tomorrow, we get 5 points. So if we can go play now Lesotho and then we can beat Benin inside, we can go play with Lesotho, beat and then we can beat Benin. So Leone Stars need for do that for closing because anything short of victory tomorrow, we no one draw. Victory and victory big time. Not for 1, not to 2. So that we for beat and close them out for that eagle way say don't fly come. That eagle they don't can land. They don't can land on top the Leone mountain and the mountain don't broke the eagle in feather. So now so they happen to my Mr. Pinnick. You eagle when you say the conscious eagle don't land, and land na the wrong side, don't land na the Leone mountain, and the eagle in feather and don't broke and in big. So Leone Stars, me message to na go all out from the blast of the whistle. The president don't batuna, he don't give na good word. He don't tell the president the say so. He don't go tell una say if una let the nation happy. Una be don't do I congratulate them for what they do on Friday. He don't tell una say if una let the nation happy tomorrow. Now una go say what una want. Inge blank check for una. When a big time motivation, na inspirational speech landed. So AAA, say a network credit than all for corner. In fact, me don't wear me Leone Stars outfit right now because I go for can do a short video self. I go then at school tomorrow, so I need to promise say I don't know how I go able to do it tomorrow. I'm so confused tomorrow because I go do the teach, but they go fend them for what scores. Friday been good for me, but tomorrow not good for me at all. So with the left hand triple, with the left hand Leone Stars, let them make the nation proud. If they can do it in Nigeria, they can do it in Salon tomorrow. Let them first don't score 3-0 first half. 3-0, then close them, then they begin lock in second half. I know say Leone Stars know. They know what this mean. Apart from the Fitao, they know what it mean. And so AAA, network code the show and tomorrow. I go say I need a promise. But sometimes if you come to the worst, now after a game I will do what I call or after program, after the same program, yeah. But I will hope say Leone Stars tomorrow, not less than 3-0 for Nigeria. So now so I go left you AAA, but I don't want you talk because I've been talking that and say I have for support Leone Stars. No. Not talk say I have for support Leone Stars. This time you for support Leone Stars. I don't say Mr. Papa, Israel Papa, Mr. Israel Papa, the listen. Arun Rashid did the listen. Umar Ufufana, David Vandy, Mustafa Baatila, the entire Leone Stars, the entire nation, all sports people there. The one whole country, sports or no sports, all man the list to the talk so. And by the grace of God, by the grace of Allah, Leone Stars will come out victorious tomorrow. Today I'm not going to sleep, sir. I'm not going to sleep people because now I don't dress me Leone Stars vest now with me cap. I will try for this video, I will send a network with you. Because me at all the panda game day. So I want you, I want you tell you fans and say, tomorrow, all the way Leone Stars, what we able to do, now see the president don't begin, we say forgive that support. I don't know, other team then don't watch game, then people can go watch game. I don't know if tomorrow people can go allow, at least they'll get some spectators in the field, they will control them. But if you get at least 5,000 spectators, for go holla up and then people are, go bad. AAA.
Definitely, the one plus way we get now for see the FA boss be the address in player them. But for one reason, the video can't we. Because if I be that address then we don't even know nothing saying and so it talk about we. But in this era of social media, the complaint don't come it we. And so because the complaint come to we say, now so they be talk about we behind closed doors because they don't want to be locked and not be open. But the complaint don't come to we don't see say now that kind of way the FA boss be the look at Salon where them be don't get that for. Maybe in ego, if he don't so pompous, he said some things. Now I make where we equalize 4-4 and not be able there again for cry because if we don't talk something them, but we, then same thing and the way we don't talk. Now he make it go inside that room, then now at the locker room, he able to go talk all the thing and the way don't talk say where they equalize for in cry because waiting you. Nigerian, not for Nigeria for dip and sleep, they beat Salon. I tell you, he said Nigeria for dip and sleep, then beat Salon because he said Nigeria not the wake up for Salon in kind. But now Brazil, Argentina, that then kind they need them for wake up.
Senegal, come on, man, what's that? How would you be that sarcastic?
But since the complaint don't meet we now, since then don't wake up any kind way. Then don't wake up because they not be the sleep. Now they first give 4. And we end up and whip all on one day. Now it's say make them go Salon in front of we mama them. in front of we picking them, in front of we girlfriend them, in front of we baby mama them, in front of we papa them, in front of we baby daddy them, in front of the pa, in front of the mommy, in front of the uncle, in front of the auntie, in front of the how they up, in front of the how they down. He say make them go beat we. He say not even 3. He say 3 goals winning, they not one time. But then for beat 4, he use the word beat. Like small picking, you they beat small picking. He say anything short of 4, not acceptable, then get forgive 4. Okay. The complaint don't reach we. Welcome, Una. And then the eagle. We are the lion. When the lion they roar, the eagle, it go up back. You know, go able land. So let them come. We welcome them. We accept them. Now we brother them. But we'll go inside the field. Now something else get for happen tomorrow. Yes, Triple A say. What's that on? Yes, Triple A. The last thing say, Salone ask for support. Something I hear, now he make he talk waiting he talk. Well, me I go tell and say, first of all, me I not get no team na Europe or whatever what they support. Pass Blackpool and Leone Stars. I say he ask for support, but now since he don't talk with he don't talk, I get news for him. We welcome Una. Una de go na boku. Una de go na boku. With the go na 3, then the 1 with the left one they add and they. Then they now the left 2 now they think about, because since una say 3 una no one time, we they give una 3. Then the 1 who left and let just suspend. Just if una want make any kind way we no go able for handle and fine, we go add the 1 that they go 4. Yes. So una ready for we? Tomorrow, we they show the game, and we all go there in support, because they are coming like an injured eagle. An injured eagle who don't see it for it's na gone away. Even with all the carcass where the lion there around, he just need for survive by that one day for making eagle go stand out. If he can't done, the lion, guess what? We go grab Una. And at the end of the day, Una not going to fly again. Yes, Daniel.
Well, people, one, my advice again to Leone Stars, no complacency. Leone Stars, because many time with teams they don't go, they don't become complacent. They say, we don't go to go fufu. But they don't see now, the president don't go tell them, we don't go fufu yonder. Yeah, now beat for beat decisively. Now decisive beat, pain beat, box the whole side from the start of the whistle till the end. The Stars no rest, no for lost in the OAS at all, because resting in the OAS go create complacency, and that complacency will spell doom. So therefore, would they tell Coach John Kister and the technical team, they watch what to Leone Stars from the word go on the offensive, with attack from all flanks, put and starboard, with take and go. And also, we know of any, say, how they want day of anything but for spectator, because CAF allows some country, then let people and go watch game, not a Boku, then I watch some game them. Most games they will watch, spectators then go. I don't know if you get any feedback from Tom for that.
No, not at all. Not at all on that aspect.
So we don't know if the president they go or Instagram for watching on television.
Well, we will see. For now, we not get any idea. So we'll just wait to make we see how the game when it starts, and we will know how everything will count.
Yeah, when they play Leone Stars, when they play tomorrow, that phone from Amaju, they call himself Amaju Pinnick, president of the NFF, Nigeria Football Federation. Later on, they didn't Leone Stars that phone with the talk that all day go rebound power. Inside stadium, then you can't give it 4. Just kind of disrespectful, don't go deal with Tunahanda. God and Allah no go allow it. God and Allah no go allow it, and we the spirits of we forefathers they no go allow it that happen. So that's why I got up today. people do our own at go sleep on a pray for Leone Stars. Now mosque them, now church them do now you also pray for Leone Stars. The support will not ever give it. And let Leone Stars go play, let's say their life depend on this game because it's of vital importance. This game a crucial match, and in Jesus Allah's name it shall be well. That's why the Leone Stars 4-0. That is my wish, Triple A. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right, thank you very much, Daniel, and good night. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah. Well, now the word that too. We go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple A say, Tata.